Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Tactical Tips brought to you by the Independent Dealer Podcast and our friends at NEO. So last week we had Scott on. Scott talked a lot about NEO and why you need an underwriting program. Let me tell you, it will change your business, change the way you sell cars, hopefully change the way you collect the people after you sell them. The more knowledge you know, the better you will be in making good decisions to build a portfolio that's really going to work well. So check out NEO. And just a quick thing, if you're already a NEO subscriber and customer, they're having a one-day event after Buy Here, Pay Here United in Vegas. And it's going to be a user summit. Figure out what other people in the industry that are using NEO are doing and help you be better at using NEO. So this week we're going to talk about reviewing expenses. One thing I noticed when we were at DPG last week is everybody was talking about how rising expenses over the last 2 years have really affected our bottom line. And now when business starts to slow a little bit, interest rates go up and all these things, you've got to think about how can we cut back on the expenses. If you're not selling as many cars, you're going to have to make it up somewhere if you want to still make the same amount of money, right? So charge-offs go up, all these things go up. Well, expenses, they have gone up. Now we need to figure out how to get them back down. So you need to review all your expenses. 5 quick steps to do that, and maybe this will help you figure out a way to increase the bottom line and cut the expenses. So tip 1 is isolate each expense you currently have and do it by category. So when you pull your P&L, I want you to pull it to an Excel file. I want you to throw out all the top line stuff. Get rid of everything, every income stream, right? Then I want you to break down all of the categories where your expenses are. Put them on a spreadsheet, go list by list and figure out, hey, this is actually a big number that I'm spending here. Let's try to fix that. But if you look at it by category, you can isolate where you are and what you need to be doing. If you look at it just as an expense, you know, I'm putting this in advertising, I'm putting this here, I'm putting that there. Outside services, I got data processing. But if you look at each expense inside it, I think you'll find something that'll help you eliminate something. Number 2, ask other business owners what they're paying for the services that are in common, right? So that's one great thing about being in 20 group. We talk all the time and we go, okay, well, what are you paying for this vendor? What are you paying for that vendor? Well, what are you paying for the vendor in your hometown? What are you paying? So you can talk to each other and figure out, hey, I'm paying double what this other dealer is paying. Is there a way for me to get my costs down? So you may find out you're the lowest. And if you are, good for you. Number 3, eliminate waste and duplication. Jeff talks about this all the time. Talk about duplication. Hey, you know what? I'm using this product, but guess what? It does the same thing that product's doing, but I'm paying double, right? I'm paying $199 for this. I'm paying $399 a month for that. Well, guess what? The one I'm paying $399 actually does the same thing that $199 does. So what you need to do is get rid of that one because that's a duplication. Waste, get rid of the waste. Figure out what you're spending on everything. You may find out, hey, we don't even need that. Why do we keep spending this? We don't even use it anymore. Get rid of it. Number 4, and this seems crazy, right? But you got to do it. You got to ask each vendor for a better rate. Call up your cell phone provider and say, hey, how can we get this down? We did this last week and we saved $40 a month. That doesn't sound like a lot, right? But if you go to every vendor and you ask for a better rate, and the reason we got this better rate is because we signed up for automatic draft. So there's always ways to save money. You got to do it. You got to figure out, hey vendor, is there a better rate that another person's paying that I can pay now? So last one, shop other vendors. Very simple. It seems like this is a no-brainer, but if you're not doing it, you're not going to save. So pit vendor against vendor. People do it to us every day. They go out and shop for a car here, and they go there. Hey, I got a better rate here. I got a better rate there. So you need to do the same thing. Review all these expenses. Save some money because when you save money, you make more money. Hope this helps. Look forward to seeing you next week.